What's going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today is March 11th. I want to give you a quick pre-market update, go over some of the hot movers and what is really going to be happening today. Before we get into any of that, make sure to hit that thumbs up, and with that, let's get right to it. So we have some pretty big data today, as well as the next couple of trading days. So today we have JOLT numbers. 7.5 million is the forecast, and it's coming out in roughly 30 minutes. So this is how I see things playing out. So ultimately, the market is recovering a little bit from yesterday's bloodbath, but people are still hesitant. So there's a couple of things that could play out today. So starting off, if JOLT numbers are better than anticipated, it could kind of erase the fear from yesterday. If it's negative, anticipate a escalation of fear from yesterday. So obviously this data is very key. And one thing that could be coming out as well later today is more of a retaliation from Trump, because even though the federal Canadian government did not imply a tariff, a province, Ontario, did on the electricity, 25%. I can't see Trump letting that fly, so I feel like there is going to be some retaliation in that aspect. Market might freak out. So that's how I see at least some of the day playing out. During the overnight yesterday, it was an absolute continued bloodbath. This morning it has since recovered, but still kind of crazy stuff all in all. So getting right to it though, you see the futures are slightly red, hesitant though, just recently dropped a little bit, but Dow is up 0.19, S&P 0.23, and NASDAQ 0.23. Starting off though, Sofi. It is still down slightly, but this stock, crazily enough, and yes, that's not a real word, but Sofi did go down to, I think it was like $10, and if I remember correctly, it was like 67 cents or something like that. I tried to place an overnight order at 10.75, but it just started to recover too fast. That was roughly around midnight, I believe. But so far, Sofi is down 0.72. No news, no SEC filings. Shorts, again, yesterday did return a small amount, but 12.35% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 133.13 million shares overall are being shorted. With it right now at 11.11, you really want to watch for it to get above this S2 today. So $11.19 will be that S2, and then followed by 11.92. Though that'll be the next strong target / resistance, and then 10.01 will be the next strong support. So when it comes down to it, I'd like to say that big money needs to buy a Sofi and whatever else, but it's going to come down to the data. Big news did come out yesterday though, saying that Cathie Woods, I think she sold like a ton of Sofi, I think essentially around 5 million shares worth through all of her, of course, tickers. But yeah, definitely not a good sign, or unless maybe you think that's inverse, like Cathie selling might be probably equal to Jim Cramer being bullish. I don't know. So let me know your general thoughts on that. Moving on, ticker is SNOA. It is up 50.9%. So they are up because of this. So they did secure extension, a UK regulatory clearance. And yeah, so biotechs aren't really my forte. I'm sure I've expressed that many times in the past. So do your own due diligence, research this, see if it's worth it. But it's not heavily shorted, so that's not really going to play a part in it at all. So 4.38% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 69.78 thousand shares overall are being shorted. So nothing really crazy. With it at 433, just trading between this pivot and this S1. So 217 will be a strong support. I don't see that being touched, even if JOLT numbers do come in a little bit worse for wear, because this stock went up all like 40% yesterday as well. But the next strong target will be $4.82, followed by $7.47. Moving on, Tesla is recovering. No actual news. It's been very, very volatile. So it did have a high, I think, so far pre-market of like 26, 27. But since then, it started to, again, pull back. So it's all going to come down to the data. As far as shorts, 2.2% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 61.48 million shares. So obviously, Tesla, I don't see being a squeeze play, but shorts is kind of interesting. A lot of people are hating on Tesla, but not many institutions have the balls to really increase their position. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. Normally you see at least shorts activities coincide with the stock price. So with potentially Tesla stock going down, whatever it was over the short term, like 30% or 35%, you would figure shorts have been doubling down, but they haven't been. So kind of crazy. But aside from that, with it at 223, it is trading between these 2 points, to this S2 and this S3. So 199 will be the strong support, 245 will be the next strong target / resistance. Also, I'm looking at the 1-day chart, so that is very strong support and resistance points. Palantir, similar to Tesla, nothing specific to them to really prompt it to go higher. Rather, it is just rebounding a little bit. Palantir was a crazy stock during the overnight because it did hit like 70 or 71, 72, something like that. So absolute craziness. Similar to Tesla, shorts don't really have anything to, they haven't been doubling down, haven't been doing anything, but 3.32% of the free float is being shorted, works out to be 71.92 million shares. Not a squeeze play, again, just to clarify, with it at 76 and change, trading between this S1 and this S2. So really want to watch for it to get above this 78.34 in the short term. 67.26 will be the next strong target / resistance. And last but not least, NIO is up 6.05%. It was up as far as, I think, 10%. So I posted this when it was up 7.62 during the overnight. And honestly, the only reason why it is up this much is because it did unveil the date of their highly anticipated earnings, and that is set for March the 21st. So pretty good stuff. 14.37% of the free float is being shorted, works out to be 191.88 million shares. I anticipate shorts to return a little bit today, just given the momentum for it today. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on that. With it at 472 though, it is trading between this pivot and this R1. So watch for that 460 to hold. Flip side, 502 to be the next strong target / resistance. So let me know your thoughts on NIO and these stocks. Are you buying any of them, selling? Do you think the market's going to be a green, red? What's your general 2 cents on all of that? Hopefully everyone has a good day. And one final thing, pop over to my Discord, completely free. A lot of good people, a lot of good chat, talking about stocks, options, and crypto. Link in the description below and also the comments. With all that, appreciate all of you watching.